Stone is not silent. It is a repository of cosmic mathematics waiting to be decoded. Deep within the king's chamber, ancient alignments point toward the imperishable stars, mapping a blueprint that transcends human history. Step into the shadow of the world's greatest enigma and discover the celestial device hidden in plain sight. Stone does not forget. It waits. For 5 millennia, the Great Pyramid has cast its shadow over human ignorance. We call it a tomb, yet no body was ever found. Only an empty granite box resonating with cosmic intent. Look not to the earth, but to the abyss above. The ancients built a mirror for the heavens, a machine forged not of gears, but of mathematics and starlight. The base commands the earth, the apex pierces the sky. 2 + 2, an equation waiting for your mind. In the silence of the king's chamber, a frequency hums, a resonance that defies simple burial. Observe the dimensions: 440 cubits, 280 high. Divide them, the ratio emerges, the exact measurement of pi, woven into solid rock before the Greeks were born. Coincidence? The universe does not deal in accidents. It deals in sacred proportion. Step inside our circle before the ancient gates close again. Align your timeline with ours. The initiation begins now. Look to the slant angle, 51 degrees. Here, the golden ratio, phi, breathes within the geometry. The same ratio found in the spiral of galaxies, the unfurling of ferns, the architecture of the human skull. They did not just build a monument, they built a scale model of the cosmos. But geometry is only the vessel. The purpose lies hidden in the narrow dark. 2 shafts pierce the king's chamber, not for air, for light, for the soul. The southern shaft targets Orion, Osiris, the god of resurrection. The northern shaft targets Thuban, the ancient pole star, the axis of the heavens. A soul cast through the stone, fired into the imperishable stars, an escape velocity of consciousness. We ask how they built it. The true mystery is why. Could it be a machine of initiation? A chamber to sever the mind from the flesh? The Queen's chamber holds its own secrets, shafts that do not reach the surface, blocked by doors, copper handles eroded by time. What is trapped inside? In 1993, a machine crawled into the dark. It found a door. Red ochre marks, Mason signs from a forgotten epoch, messages left in the pitch black. Why align a blocked shaft to Sirius, the star of Isis, the bringer of the flood? Energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be focused. The core is Aswan granite, high in quartz, piezoelectric. It responds to pressure. Millions of tons pressing down, generating an unseen field, a cosmic antenna tuned to the resonant frequency of the earth, a silent hum. The ancients did not worship the stones, they utilized them. Follow the Grand Gallery. Corbelled walls rising 28 feet into the shadows. Not a hallway, an amplifier, an acoustic resonator designed with terrifying precision. Speak a word inside, and it does not die. It echoes, it transforms. What frequency were they amplifying? The sound of the cosmos? The heartbeat of the Earth? The pyramid sits precisely at the center of the Earth's landmass, an anchor point. Longitude and latitude intersecting with mathematical perfection. It was no accident of geography. 2.3 million blocks placed with an accuracy modern builders envy. Aligned to true north within 3/60ths of a degree, without a compass. How? Look to the stars. They charted the heavens to conquer the stone. The Sphinx watches, a guardian older than dynastic memory, facing the equinox. Orion on the ground, 3 pyramids, 3 stars, a mirror in the sand. But the map is vast. Does it span the globe? Connections to Angkor Wat, to Teotihuacan. The Pyramid of the Sun echoes the same mathematical constants, a global language of stone, whispering a unified theory of consciousness. The pyramid was once encased in brilliant white limestone. It shone like a star, visible from mountains miles away, a mirror reflecting the heavens back to the gods. Time stripped the casing, left the core, but the geometry remains intact. Look at the Ankh, the key of life, a loop of eternal energy. The pyramid is the Ankh rendered in 3 dimensions, a generator of life force. Ancient initiates lay in the coffer, in absolute darkness, waiting for the light. Sensory deprivation. The ego dies, the cosmic mind awakens. They experienced the ascent, through the shafts, into the embrace of Orion. A simulated death to conquer the fear of eternity. The ultimate initiation. Is it a machine? Yes, but it operates on the physics of the soul, a technology of consciousness, lost to an age that worships only the material. The descent into the subterranean chamber, the pit, the chaotic waters of Nun. Duality, the perfected heights above, the raw, unformed earth below. As above, so below, the hermetic axiom written in millions of tons of stone. We stare at the stones and miss the spaces between them. The voids hold power. In 2017, cosmic ray muons revealed a hidden void, a massive emptiness above the gallery. What lies within? More chambers, the true tomb of Khufu, or a functional component? The structure is not static. It is a dormant engine waiting for the right frequency. The Egyptians understood resonance. They carved granite with sound and water. The coffer is precisely sized. Strike it, and it rings like a bell of doom. A bell tuned to the resonant frequency of the human skull. A mind-altering hum. It alters brainwaves, pushes the mind from beta into deep theta states, the trance state, where the veil between the physical and the infinite dissolves. This is not myth, it is applied biophysics masked as religion. The pyramid was a tool, a lens to focus the mind into the celestial spheres. The architects possessed knowledge we have forgotten, a science of synthesis, math, astronomy, architecture, and spirituality, not separate disciplines, one unified truth. Look at the flower of life, carved into the Osirion, the geometry of creation. The Great Pyramid fits perfectly within this matrix, a fractal of the universal design. We seek alien builders. We underestimate our own ancient brilliance. Humanity was once awake. We mapped the cosmos because we knew we belonged to it. The shafts point. The gallery amplifies, the coffer resonates, the geometry calculates. An orchestra of stone playing a silent symphony. Can you hear it? The Great Pyramid is not a tomb of death. It is a monument of life, a beacon calling across the millennia, reminding us of who we used to be. The cosmic clock ticks. The procession of the equinoxes slowly turns the sky. Orion drifts. Draco falls. The alignments of 2500 BC fade into history, yet the math endures. The ratio of pi does not change. The golden mean is forever. They anchored fleeting time into permanent geometry, a message in a bottle of stone. To read it, you must learn the language of the universe. It requires no translation, only observation, only reverence. The inner stargate mirrors the outer, the pineal gland and the king's chamber. Both are resonant cavities. Both secrete the light of consciousness. To activate the pyramid, you must first activate yourself. The stones are cold. It is the human observer that brings the fire. Enter the mystery. Do not just look at the monument. Let it look at you. The descent is easy. The ascent requires the strength of a god. Gravity pulls down. The architecture pulls up, a tension of forces. The same tension exists within the spine, the kundalini waiting to rise. The pyramid is an external map of our internal potential. We built it, not slaves with whips, but masters with vision. A society unified by a singular cosmic purpose, to echo the divine. It stands as a rebuke to our modern amnesia, a giant finger pointing at the stars. We are the forgotten descendants of giants. It is time to remember. The machine is silent now, but the blueprint remains. Decode the stone, unlock the mind. The great work is not finished.
Look closely at the bedrock. The foundation is not leveled, it is integrated. Nature and mathematics, the raw and the refined, fused in perfect harmony. The 8 sides of the pyramid, invisible from the ground, revealed only from above, flashing only on the equinoxes, a temporal marker written in light and shadow, a clock, a calendar, a cosmic geodetic marker, all at once. How many dimensions of truth can one shape hold? The answer is infinite. The mortar, chemically analyzed, its origin remains unknown, harder than the stone it binds. It defies logic, it defies time, it demands a paradigm shift. The king's chamber is not centered. It rests precisely at the golden section of the height. The heart of the machine beats where mathematics says it must. Above the chamber, relieving blocks, massive granite beams stacked to bear the crushing weight. Not just structural, acoustic dampeners, tuning the frequency of the room below. They crafted an instrument, a Stradivarius made of millions of tons of rock. We look at it through the lens of death. They built it for life eternal. The ascent of the Akh, the spirit breaking free of the physical density, guided by the geometry, propelled by the resonance, aimed at the stars.
This is not a conspiracy. It is a lost science. A science that understood the unity of mind, mass, and the cosmos. The pyramid does not force belief. It demands calculation. It offers data. 2 + 2. You must find the 4. Water once surrounded the plateau. The Nile flowed close, a reflecting pool of stars. The Milky Way above, the Nile below, heaven mirrored on earth. A deliberate microcosm built to anchor the celestial order into the mundane dust. The hermetic seal, what happens here echoes there. We look at the ruins, we see decay, we should see the skeleton of a god. The flesh is gone, the casing stone stolen, the core remains unbroken. It has survived earthquakes that leveled cities because it is built on universal constants. Truth does not collapse, it endures. Have we lost the ability to read the code? Perhaps we are just beginning. The void inside, the hidden chamber, it waits for the right technology, the right mind.
To understand it, we must elevate our consciousness. We must become equal to the builders. The pyramid is not a relic of the past. It is a challenge to the future. Step into the resonance. Feel the weight of eternity. The cosmic device is still active. It is operating within you. The stone is merely the anchor. The true architecture is the awakened mind. Look to Orion. Look to Sirius. Look within. The Great Pyramid, Earth's lost cosmic blueprint, a map you carry in your DNA. The builders left, but they left the door open. We must walk through. The journey from the material to the metaphysical begins now. The stars are waiting. The imperishable ones are watching. The resonance builds. The frequency aligns. The cosmic device activates. Not with a roar, but with a silent, mathematical perfection. The Great Pyramid is not a tomb. It is a triumph of mind over matter, of spirit over stone. Let the silence of the king's chamber speak. Listen carefully. The universe is whispering. The stones are echoing. We are not alone. We are part of the grand geometry. The blueprint is yours. The choice is yours. To remain asleep in the dust, or to awaken and ascend the stars. The Great Pyramid stands, a cosmic device, waiting. Its shadow moves like a sundial across the ages, measuring the rise and fall of empires. Kings turn to dust. The math remains infallible. We dig for treasure, but we overlook the highest technology ever created. A technology of consciousness, a machine that runs on human intent. The granite coffer, empty, not because it was robbed, because it is a vessel for the living, a cradle for the second birth, the birth of the Akh. The pyramid initiates. It strips away the illusion of time. It leaves only the eternal present, the nexus point of the cosmos. You are not separate from this design. You are the observer it requires. The circuit is incomplete without your awareness. Connect the dots. 2 + 2. The stone, the stars, the math, the mind. The equation equals ascension. Do not walk blindly through the ruins. See the blueprint. Read the cosmic code. The ancients did not build for their glory. They built for our awakening. The Great Pyramid, the silent teacher, the eternal device.
It has endured 5,000 years. It will endure 5,000 more. Will you remain blind to its function, or will you learn to operate the machine? The keys are hidden in plain sight. Pi, Phi, Orion. The initiation is internal. The resonance must happen within your own architecture. Align your spine with the shafts. Align your mind with the stars. The Great Pyramid is Earth's lost cosmic blueprint, but it is not lost forever. The knowledge is resurfacing. The ancient circuit is closing. We are the inheritors of the stone. We are the operators of the device. Do not turn away. Do not look for simple answers in the dust. Look to the geometry. Look to the resonance. Look to the cosmos. The Great Pyramid, a cosmic device waiting for humanity to remember. The void inside the stone reflects the void inside the mind. Fill it with light. The initiation is ending, but the journey is just beginning. You have seen the blueprint. You have heard the resonance. The next step is yours. The ascension is a personal choice. The stone waits. The stars wait. The math is eternal. What will you do with the knowledge? Let it fade or let it ignite? The Great Pyramid, Earth's lost cosmic blueprint, the map to the infinite. Do not close your eyes. The initiation continues within. The resonance is real. The geometry is true. The ascension is possible.
We are not the end of the line. We are the awakening. The Great Pyramid stands as proof. We were once cosmic. We will be again. Keep your eyes on the stars. Keep your mind in the geometry. Align yourself with the eternal order. The initiation is yours to claim. The stone remembers. Do you? Let the resonance guide you. Let the geometry map your ascent. The Great Pyramid, the ultimate technology of consciousness. It is waiting. The cosmic device is waiting. The final alignment is internal. The final ascension is now. Do not let the knowledge fade into myth. Keep the resonance alive. Take your place in the circle of the initiated. The path is open. Do not just observe. Become the geometry. Become the light. The Great Pyramid, a cosmic device. The truth is etched in stone. Align with our timeline. Enter the archive of the ancients before the shadow falls.